said, first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Again, they turn to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's 4. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Stroud to throw it. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 70 yards. And the Texans have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. With Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, 70 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's 21-3. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnover was only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 21-3 is your score after 1.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a first and 10. Mixing up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 13-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the round is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Back to Mixon on second down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Stroud. comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Stroud looking to throw. And Diggs has it. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Daniil Hunter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
They'll set up a throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. They'll throw now on the final play. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They will start this drive with 4. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not, and right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And now they'll shift things around. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taken in at the 11. Fights him off. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
And out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13, now they work on 1st and 10.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Stroud. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run with Mixon. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
He finds his man complete. It's 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This one downfield for Tillman.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Open man, that's Tillman.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They'll drop the throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point good by Hopkins as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Wiggles free. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never hit.